We've got nothing else.
Hello, Traveler. You couldn't have come at a... The Adventurers Guild has received a new commission, but it's a little complicated. We've struggled to find the right candidate for the job. I'll get straight to the point. The client is a distinctive musician from Lee. She's in possession of a temporary travel permit that's about to expire, and is looking for someone familiar with the process to help her renew it and avoid deportation.
Hey! Wipe that disappointed look off your face! Imagine if you'd... A distinctive female musician from Lille? Sound...
Oh? Is she a friend of yours? She headed for the Tenryou Commission after I hear that the commission has been very busy recently, so they probably won't...
If it's who Paimon thinks it is, she's probably introducing the Tenryou Commission to some sweet... But doesn't everyone love rock and roll?
Same mistakes over and over.
Try some creative cooking.
Look! Is that really Xinyan? So it is Xinyan! Ha! Paimon's intuition prevails again!
Huh? Well, I'll be! Paimon, Traveler! I never thought I'd run into familiar faces so far from home. Well, if you're here for a performance, I'm afraid I gotta disappoint you. It's a long story. Have you heard of the Iridescence Tour? Well, it's okay if you haven't. I didn't hear about it until just the more I think about it, this whole thing was weird from the get-go. The organizers told me it was a music festival from Fontaine that was famous throughout Teyvat, but it seemed like nobody in Lille. There was a guy standing on the side of the road calling out like he was selling Sunsetias or something. I only inquired because...
Aw, that was nice of you.
Well, anyway, he showed me a ton of material. I heard that getting stage time means your music might start to be heard far and wide.
Wow, you'd be famous overnight if you were up there.
You think so? Oh, me too. I want as many folks as possible to hear my music. That's why I'm so set on this year's Iridescence Tour is being held here in Inazuma. I've been honing a bunch of new songs since I signed up. I even asked Beidou to ferry me out here ahead of time to scout the place out and make sure everything goes perfect. Xiangling made me up a special packed lunch to wish me well, but they ran into trouble out on the ocean. They can't make it. They even got fishing boats to send a message to Inazuma so the authorities could start... Oh, how can they just cancel it like that? I come here to perform, and they tell me this after I arrive? Now there's no way of getting the travel permit that...
Seems like no one was more excited than you about performing at the fest. It's not fair.
It ain't always easy. Well, shucks, enough complaining. This ain't the first time...
Wow, you should cheer to...
If you want to play rock and roll for a living, you gotta be tenacious. That's why I sprang into action. I submitted a request at the Adventurers. However, I've been standing here for ages already. I'm not sure what's keeping those Tenryou Commission samurais...
How dare they! Paimon bets they're just...
It's fine. Stuff like this is bound to happen when you step onto unfamiliar shores. Hey, Traveler, Beidou told me you've been in Inazuma for a while now. Now we're talking. If you can get my permit straightened out, I'll write you a killer tune as a token of my heartfelt gratitude.
You again? I thought I told you we're
Sorry, fellas. Perhaps my agent...
Madame Kujo-Sara? Oh, you must be the Is this outsider girl a friend of yours?
Sure is. She got stood up and now she's stuck here, so she needs to extend her travel permit.
Please, don't be mistaken. We're not purposely delaying anything. Something big happened recently, and the tenure commission is spread thin. The reason this young lady is still in the queue isn't because she came later than anyone else. It's because there's no one free to take care of
Oh, what is this something big?
I can't tell you anymore. Madame Kujo-Sara is in the courtyard. Ask her yourself if you want to understand the situation.
So they really are busy.
Seems that way, but that's okay. They're just doing their job.
Why do these samurai look so serious? Like they're about to go to battle.
Formations! Follow the vanguard and assemble outside the city. Traveler. And who else do we have here? No harm done. What brings you to the Tenryo Commission headquarters all of a sudden? Is there trouble? Because if there's anything I can help with, don't hesitate.
Finally! Someone who can call the shots!
I see. It's regrettable that your friend has run into such an unfortunate incident. The Tenryo Commission is experiencing a large turnover of personnel in very difficult circumstances. We really are short on people.
It's rare to see you guys struggling like this. What is it this time? Oh, yeah! We're just casually asking.
No one's to blame here. Seems I just arrived at a bad time.
Yeah! Why don't you tell us what kind of trouble you're facing, and we'll do our best to help.
We really could use the extra help, especially from capable individuals. All right, here's the situation. Recently, a nameless domain has appeared in the Araumi region. Monsters with incredible strength have been pouring into the...
But surely the Tenryo Commission are used to dealing with...
The domain appeared quite unexpectedly, and we've come under serious pressure. I've already sent out scouts to investigate. Originally, I was planning to lead a force there myself, but an extended period on the front lines would leave the Tenryo Commission...
Well, if you need folks who can fight, I'll wager we can certainly be of assistance. Ain't that...
Yeah! We do you a favor, and you do us a favor!
Jeez, are you really giving orders to a general, Paimon?
It's fine. I'm indebted to you. If it were anyone else, I'd have to refuse. But even the almighty Shogun...
Oh, say now. Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself in Ina's... Oh, I'm getting to. Xiangling and the other folks are always saying... Madame Kujo-Sara, where should we go next?
I'll take you over to the location now. I should warn you that I haven't been there myself yet, so I'm not sure how dangerous. As a precaution, please bring sufficient combat equipment and supplies.
Can we write off the expense?
Fair enough. I'll put in a request now.
Hold up. I remember there's a travel permit processing fee. Why don't you write that off, and I'll cover all... It's nothing. Actually, Beto gave me a bag of Mora to spend before I even got off the ship. Seeing as I'm inconvenient, why don't we just split it between us? It should cover equipment and supply...
You are a woman of method.
No, don't mention it. But don't go forgetting about my permit.
I will see to it personally. You have not...
Fantastic! Thank you, ma'am.
So it's agreed? All right, let's take...
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, look over there!
Ma'am, You're finally here. We were ambushed by monsters at the entrance as soon as we started to invest. We were able to push most of them back into the domain, but many of our troops were injured, so I decided to tend to them before issuing the order to pursue.
Southeast? Oh no, there'll be civilians along the way. This is urgent. We need to split up for now. I'll lead a team to pursue the monsters that got away. The situation here, I'm sure you don't need reminding. But be careful.
Don't worry about a thing. We got this.
One more thing. Monsters often try to sneak out from the domain. Keep a close watch on the entrance, and don't let any—
Watanabe, trust in my judgment.
Yes, ma'am.
And off she goes.
Wow, she ain't playing.
Well, she is leading an army up. Okay, let's get over to the end. Look! Monsters! Let's take them out!
Animal 6308. Absorption test.
Jumpy Dumpty go!
Wheel of life.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Animal hypostasis. Stand clear.
Seems like it's over. Did we stop them?
Huh? There's something on the ground.
It's just a piece. It looks like a little paper figure. Is it?
A paper figure, huh? Reminds me of the Shikigami. Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking into legends from all over Tibet. They say in Inazuma there are paper cutouts imbued with magical power that follow their masters wherever they go. Some of them can banish evil.
Sounds a bit like all that sigil and adepti art stuff they have over in Liyue. What? Paimon is a professional Tibet travel guide and...
Wait, look! The Shikigami.
Hey there, little paper guy. Can you hear us? Can you talk?
Where am I? Oh no. Wait! Did you see the monster?
Well, there were monsters around here, all right. But we took care of all of them.
Thank you. And thank goodness they didn't manage to escape.
Are you a Shikigami? Those monsters...
To my knowledge, Shikigami are all about defeating monsters.
My name is Shiki Taisho. And I'm sorry you have to see me like this on our first meeting. This domain is called the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. The Mystic Onmyo Chamber has been in an extended slumber, just as I have. However, a few days ago, Actually, it seems like I may have suffered some memory loss in the process. I was surprised to see the monsters turn into paper charms when they were defeated. That's when I remembered that they must also be Onmyodo creations, and form—
Onmyodo creations? I don't follow.
I'm sorry. I can't give you a clear explanation right— Me? My sincere apologies. I am a Shikigami, but all I know is that I'm the overseer responsible for this domain.
You mean you don't even know if you're one of the good guys? Aw. Hey, don't worry. Paimon heard that those with memory loss sometimes—
I was just about to try that. I still have many unanswered questions, But one thing I'm certain of is that my powers originate from this domain. For some reason, I have a feeling that
If Shikigami are supposed to help with banishing evil and repelling monsters, as for your memory loss, did you ever hear those stories? You know, the one where someone loses their memory and forgets.
Actually, I was just thinking along those lines.
The most urgent task is helping you to remember, right? Once your memory's back, you might be able to control the
Traveler, can I borrow you for a second? This Shiki Taisho has only just woken up and it's lost part of its memory. Well, if it really is a guardian of the domain, then we're in good company. But if it's not exactly, we shouldn't make any foregone. Besides, we still don't know who built this domain or why there are so many monsters inside. Paimon, on the other hand, seems to trust it quite a bit. I guess she's still a child at heart. Hold on there, Paimon. Let's get a grasp of the situation before we get too...
I understand. Between my mysterious...
Why don't you let me test your sincerity?
Sincerity? Ooh, sounds like...
You may not believe it, but music lovers like myself are able to use a special kind of language that isn't used by ordinary folks.
Ooh, special language? Paimon?
It's an honest language that touches the true depths of the heart. I'll be using this language to perform a...
Music? That's not something I have much experience with. But...
All right. Well then listen up and look lively. So, hope your spines ain't shivering too much.
But you only played one song. Is that enough?
The language I spoke was hidden in the music. You won't notice it, but it'll find its way into your heart. And every soul reacts differently to this kind of language. Just tell me how it made you feel and I'll...
What? That's
a kind heart? A heart forced into evil deeds? A heart closed from having grown used to misfortune? All of them come in different... So... Shiki Taisho.
I'm sorry, I've never heard music like this before. So it's impossible for me. What I can say is that my body and soul, if I have a soul, I'm not sure how to put it. But it felt like I was wandering aimlessly on a path. There were sounds coming from beyond the mist that frightened me. And I worried I was about to be swallowed by some... I didn't know where my destination was. But it felt like...
Wow. That's a lot of feels for a piece of paper. Maybe Paimon failed the test. Oh, Paimon...
Grilled fish. I think I saw something similar to that. There was a fire at the end of the mist. People were sitting around with freshly caught fish on... And yet... I had the feeling that I'd be...
An endless journey. Mighty interesting. So my melody didn't come...
Oh. Should it have?
No. You gave a great answer. I had a few friends listen to that tune before as well. As far as songs go, it's pretty complex with a lot of twists and turns. But the image you had prevailed the whole way through.
Are you talking about Xiangling and Bait?
That's right. I'll wager you're a like-minded being. Based on your answer, huh?
Really? I was just trying to describe how I felt.
That's because this is all still mysterious to you. I have no doubt about the language of music. It tells music ain't bound to anything. It's free in the truest sense of the word. Shiki Taisho, to me, out of all the things you could have thought of, the images you landed on make me...
Thank you very much, young lady.
No need to thank me. Trusting you is an extension of my belief in my musical intuition. Not to strum my own chord or anything. No kidding? I'm lucky to have friends with such great...
I will never forget the kindness you've all shown me. I'm certain I can be of help to you.
Oh, enough of that. We're not helping you because we need something from you. The most...
Traveler, we better get combat ready. Let's see with this here domain. Maybe we can take care of everything before Madame Kujo-Sara gets back.
For adventurers at our level, there isn't a domain out there that we can...
Strange. The Mystic Omnio Chamber doesn't look special in any way.
True, but I can sense my power regenerate.
Wait, look over there! Is...
Someone inside the domain? I can't believe it. Who would
Oh, I was wondering who it could be, but it seems you. I heard your footsteps and thought, who in Tevat would set foot in such a dangerous domain?
Ah! It's you!
Then I heard your voice and, well, it all made sense. It's been a long time, Traveler. You're getting bolder.
Child! What are you doing here? The domain. Wait! Are you a...
Child? He's on the tall side, isn't he?
Hello, miss. Tartaglia will do just fine.
Paimon will tell you who he is! He's someone who shows up before bed!
Hey now, all this time apart and this is the greeting I get?
You know what Paimon's talking... wait. Xinyan doesn't know what Paimon's talking about.
Interesting attire, but I think she's a Liyue girl. Now then. Actually, I want to start by...
This is an adventurer we befriended in...
Huh?
Tartaglia here is always messing stuff up. Even when the dangers are obvious, he just recklessly charges it.
Yes. I couldn't have put it better myself. I too am an adventurer, and I've caused my fair share of trouble for Paimon.
Oh, so you're a Mondstatter. Pleasure to meet you. I'm from Liyue myself. The name's Xinyan.
The pleasure's all mine. So, are you here to explore?
That's right. We're trying to find out why the monsters here are so active. According to Shiki Taisho here, this domain is known as the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. There are lots of dangerous monsters in
a domain that lets its monsters escape into the outside world. As for me, I stumbled in almost by accident. But now I'm curious about this mystery. We adventurers don't rest until the truth comes to... If you haven't heard, I'm pretty handy in a...
Traveler, what do you think?
You're not going to reject me, are you? Oh, don't be so cruel, Traveler. You... Now we're talking.
Another addition to the Shiki Taisho memory hunting crew. There's strength in numbers.
I'm assuming Shiki Taisho is the little paper fellow. A simple yet captivating design. And look at the little face.
Is he...
Yeah, take it as a compliment.
All right. Why don't I bring our new...
You said that you're the overseer here, but I didn't see you when I entered.
I believe so.
Well, brother, maybe if you'd have slowed down a little bit, you would have noticed.
Brother? That's a very intimate way of addressing someone. So, according to the information we have, it's very possible that Shiki Taisho... I'm sure we'll find out the truth of that soon enough. Shiki Taisho also says that its power has been regenerating ever since it set foot here. It might even be able to absorb more...
Shiki Taisho, can you remember anything yet? Or do you...
They say that everything about Shikigami is derived from magic. Perhaps the more powerful our friend here becomes...
Now that I've been here a little while, I have a vague sense that I should be able to control certain parts.
I've taken care of the monsters in this room. They all turned into tattered paper charms when I defeated them. That was some exhilarating combat, but I'm afraid I can't seem to find a way to progress further.
Allow me to give it a try.
What in tarnation? The door opened!
Anyone else getting the creeps here? It looks real...
It's the scent of monsters, the aroma of battle. The monsters here are strong. Fierce fighting awaits us, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I don't care how strong they are. They'll be ashes when I'm finished with...
Make sure you guys protect us! Especially Paimon.
I hear something. An echo. This place. Yes, this used to be my dominion. Fight. Everyone. I've just remembered some combat techniques. Please, allow me to...
La la la.
Enhanced Animal Module 75. Wings of Darkness. Come, sever night from day. Yeah. Woo!
La la la.
There are 4 great spirits and 3 spokes in the Mitsuru. Domoe. This domain is a magnificent work of Onmyodo. Over 1,000 types of Shikifuda were once placed here, 9 of which are recognized as high magic. Onmyodo can expel evil and repel monsters. When used wisely, it can be of great help to martial artists. The secrets therein are all hidden within these Shikifuda.
Absorption test. Yes.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
But why did people want to do battle in this domain? On the way here, I noticed many damaged Shikifuda and all kinds of weapons, as well as the scent of grilled fish. Who was it that left? This behind?
Woo! Midnight Phantasmagoria! That's
Life goes on. Orders given. Orders received.
Animal hypostasis emulation! Boing, boing, boom! Wings of darkness, come! Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Jumpy, jumpy, go! Swirl, Mark 2.
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Rise.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Absorption test. Blazing delight! Let night fall! Stand clear! Absorption test!
No rest for the wicked.
Enhanced animal module 70.
Wheel of life.
Wings of darkness! Come! Animal test 6308.
Orders given. Orders received.
Boing, boing, boom! Shadow then, let night fall!
Guys.
Animal hypostasis emulation! Blow them all up! Pew! Yeah.
It's my lucky day.
Odds revealed by... Stand clear.
How's this?
Absorption test.
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
Enhanced Animal Module 70... Midnight Phantasmagory! Blazing Delight! Ooh. Hi-ya! Ooh. Ooh. That really hurts! By royal decree, Animal Test 6308. Dumpy Dumpy Go! Pew! Woo! Woo!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Life goes on. Oh.
Odds reveal thyself. Absorption test. Animal Test 6308. La la la. Yeah. Woo! Woo!
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Swirl, Mark 2.
As you wish, main foil.
Boing, boing, boing! Yeah. By royal decree, sparks and flash! Dumpy Dumpy Go! Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Da da da! Yeah! Boom! La la la!
la la. Da da da.
As you wish, main foil.
Don't break my glasses! Stand clear! Jumpy dumpty go! Boing boing boom!
Orders given. Orders received. Go.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Wings of darkness. Come.
Blazing delight! Woo! Hi-ya! Yeah! Ouch! Jumpy dumpty go! Da da da!
Shadow Raven.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Don't break my glasses! I should sleep on it.
Life goes on.
Not bad. That was some perilous action. I've experienced close calls.
No surprise to see Child enjoying himself.
Of course. I relish this kind of endless fighting. Putting your life on the line, giving your all.
I guess bringing Child along does have its advantages.
Hey, watch your step! What is this paper cutout? Looks just like Shiki Tasho.
I know what this is. It's a replica of me. A mass-produced Shikigami based on my I should fuse with it.
How was it? Would you...
Harunosuke?
My master, Kamuna Harunosuke. He was the first Onmyoji of Inazuma and a master of charm magic. He created...
Huh. So it was your master that created...
But what was his reason behind creating you?
I'm sorry.
Perhaps he was passionate about Omiodo? Maybe when he discovered how strong he was.
It's possible. Those obsessed with certain disciplines are often capable. Perhaps that was the case with Kamuna Harunosuke. Onmyodo may have been everything to him. But he couldn't foresee that something would go wrong with the domain. That he would lose control of the Onmyodo.
What? Shikigami can turn into
That's not possible, right? That could be bad news.
I'm just shooting in the dark here. If the monsters weren't originating from the Shikigami or paper charms, where were they coming from? The Inazuman authorities...
No. Even though I still can't recall what he looked like, or how it felt to be in his... With his ability, there's no way Kamuna would have made an error like this with his Onmyodo. More important...
Oh, really? Well then, that leaves us... What if Kamuna Harunosuke is evil, and created this domain to enhance his own Myoto? What if he succeeded in creating That would make him a problem, and you would be
Evil? Accomplice? Using...
Easy, Red. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? Shiki Taisho passed my test and earned my trust. I don't like...
Hey, I'm merely making inferences based on Shiki Taisho's memories. I'm not trying to cast doubt on him, and it's true that we don't have any decisive... Besides, is being used as a weapon really that bad? Alright. The next room should be through that door. Let's see if we can find more of Shiki Taisho's replicas and help him restore it. Who knows? We may even find Kamuna Harunosuke himself somewhere further in. I wonder how strong of a fighter he is. I'd like to go—
Let's keep moving forward.
Uh-oh. Where's Shiki Taisho and Red? Oh, are they still in the domain? Oh no! We can't get back in! It's stopping outsiders from—
What's that rumbling? Can you feel it? Maybe—
Oh, this ain't good. We can't make any hasty decisions. Traveler—
Hey!
Huh? Kujisara? You're back so soon!
Not soon enough. We spent a long time chasing those monsters down. How are things looking here?
No other monsters have emerged since we defeated the ones at the entrance. However, strange noises keep coming from inside the domain. Something big must be happening, but we reckon it—
I can sense— We've already expended a lot of strength intercepting those monsters. Investigating the truth of this domain would be—
Ma'am, it's not looking good for the wounded soldiers, but we came across a few scattered monsters on the way back. If I may be so bold, we need you to bring up the rear and escort the wounded back to the city.
I suppose it can't be helped. I'll send the wounded back to Inazuma City and dispatch an elite force here.
Well, that's mighty kind, Madam Kujo, but we're not out of strength yet. In fact, we've plenty to go around. We'll keep a close eye on the entrance.
I'm—
Oh, we're gonna help someone. We're gonna help them all the way through.
Yeah, we can get a fire going and eat some grilled fish while you're away.
I just got a wave of new inspiration. I'm gonna write a song about this.
We at the Tenryou Commission will forever remember your contributions to our cause. I'll be sure to reward each and— For now, I leave this domain in your hands. Watanabe will be stationed in the area. Be sure to—
Shinyan, did you leave out the part about us entering the domain on purpose?
You got me. Well, I bet you were fixing to do this. There's still a lot we don't know about the domain. If we get the authorities involved, we might— Now, let me be clear. I ain't biased in favor of Shiki Taisho. It's just— those memories are really important to him. Yeah, and it's a terrible feeling to be misunderstood. I would know. Sometimes people are too ready to— Sometimes a glance is all it takes. And once someone's misunderstood— Rock and roll is great music, but it's also easily misunderstood. I made a friend of Shiki Taisho as soon as he heard the language I was speaking. That's right. We're gonna have to prove Shiki Taisho's innocence before— I need to ask a favor. Can you guys keep the Tenryou Commission's campaign against the domain as—
You're really considerate, Shinyan. You really care about Shiki Taisho.
Could I call myself a friend if I didn't? Huh? There's that noise again.
Wait! Paimon wants to take a look too! So you really think we should tell him? Then again, if he turns on us when we lay it all out there, Paimon will have your back! There's no way
I failed again!
Shiki Taisho, are you...
I'm fine. I had to use up some of my power. The door just now must have actually been a disguised mechanism. As soon as... It seems that no one can enter during the transition. It's all my fault. If only I could exert real control...
There's no need to go blaming yourself. What?
I couldn't say. But that man possesses an incredible... He's unlike any ordinary person. He enjoys fighting and knows no fear of it.
He's a troublemaker, but he could be in serious danger right now. We can't let him perish in there. He's the...
He was hardly breaking a sweat in there. As much as I hate sitting around, if even Shiki Taisho can't get back in, there's no... Well, while we're waiting...
I'd love to.
But you're just a piece of paper. Are you really more restless than we are?
Trust me when I say that I'm well aware of the risks you're taking to help me. The experiences.
Us Leeway folk are all about maintaining a tranquil mind. Things will only get worse if you let... But there are some things in life that resist the more you try to repress them, that make for freedom the more you try to tie them down.
You're talking about things like rock and roll, right?
Right on! It's powerful yet flexible, with a stubbornness that never surrenders to the challenges ahead.
I see. Then let us wait for the
Now that's more... Well, Traveler, if you got other matters to attend to, we can rendezvous somewhere close by when the domain is open again.